Today we are going to see about inner child emotion. Let's dive into it. How we learn emotions unknowingly. Yes, it's like this is for the parents. So our parents, how they showed the emotion. So that is one of the main source. And one of the source could be our gadgets, that is TV, mobile, cartoons, advertisements, and so many. The content, how I consume, like what I listen, what I see, and what I consume, the source of my thoughts. That's what it's also called as emotional diet. The content I observe. My mind is like a blotting paper. It's like we are like kids when we just see the gadgets, we just observe the character, however it is depicted in the screen. But nowhere we learn about calming. Always continuously in the input stage. We have to put to as a relaxed or stable or connecting to our self stage. So these are the emotions where we continuously switch on one to another, but in the relaxed state, that's only very minimal time. So we have to work on our roots actually. It's just the behavior of the thought, how we work on. And that's how the feeling and emotions flow through and our actions. So we have to work on our roots. Then it will work on our result, on our fruits automatically. Here, roots are nothing but the thoughts. What are more deeper layer of thoughts? Okay, that I'll be showing you in the next slide. Then the fruits. What are the fruits? That is nothing but our results. So what are those results? Those are our actions. When we see our inner world, that is full of like mentally and emotionally how we are connected to our inner world, and the outer world is like physically whatever happens in our body as a trigger, or somebody spiritually or some other relationship, it comes from the trigger. So we just think that these outer triggers are very much in an like uncomfortable or zone. But if we work in our roots, that is like inner world, automatically our outer world will also work according to it. Okay. So let's see what are the roots and fruits where we have to work. Okay. So if we see the same picture, if we see where we have to work, the roots, the middle, we have to bring the awareness. What are those? As I told you, the five elements, these are the five elements. And if we see the deeper elements, these are the one like the belief system, the thoughts, the feelings, and the decisions, and that's how the actions come. Okay, these are all interrelated where we are going to work on all these things in a deeper manner. So when we see what are the fruits, our roots, it's nothing but the result. Here we can see the red apple very clearly, but there is also a green apple. Those are the result. So what are those result? There are two kinds of result. That is like action. That's what the action is. Either it could be in the words or either it could be in the physical action. So these two are there, and the behavior, like the way how we shake our hands and talk to others, like small behaviors, and if the feelings, that's what it comes from inside, right? So those are the ones. So that is another equation, what we can say, like what I consume, what I read, what I learn, who I become, the way I become. This is my world inside and outside. It's simple to recode. It comes from the mind. We can easily change our thoughts. For example, after reacting to anger, we recode. Next time I won't react. I will only respond. The response makes our behavior a change. When we keep on tell our mind, we recode and rechange our behavior. So this is how we have to work on ourselves. So these are the deeper layers. So here, the result what we see is like beating kids. These are our actions, right? Shouting, complaining. Like, and in the body, in the physical layer, like if any health symptoms. And if we see about the behavior, these are just examples. Overwhelming, the feelings, the fear of sickness or procrastinating. See, these are our behaviors. So there are still deeper layers. Below behavior, there comes the feelings and then thoughts. And some are only talking about till thoughts, but there are still deeper layers like belief system. And from the belief system, there is one more layer called self-stamp, like what I think about myself or what others think about myself. The labels what we give to ourselves or from the others to ourselves. This is where the chapa, the stamp lives. So let me tell you, this is where we are going to work on, right? The stable state, the ease state. So this is our first step where we are going to clear the mental state. If you see the left side picture, what I used to think stability look like? It's like most commonly people think that, yeah, everything around is okay. That's how I am okay. This is how I think stability look like. But what actually looks like is even though the outer world or any trigger from outside comes, but still I am okay, even when everything is not. So that's what we are going to deal with. This is our goal. Even whatever kind of emotion it comes from outside, we have to train our inner child, our inner baby. When a baby can completely learn new language, our emotions too need a training of a new language. Language of right thinking, high vibrational thoughts. It's a language of love, confidence, purity, forgiveness, dignity. Spirituality is the language. Any situation comes in your life, you will speak only in that language, which you have get trained, right? The same situation, but my language has changed. The way I think creates my world. My inner child and speaks to when I work on my inner child, that's how I speak to my outer child. So that's where we are going to work. The child's world, that's to the next generation. That's how the child would take to its next generation's learning. How we are carrying our parents' teachings or learnings, and when we were as a child. So that's how we are going to give it to our child, right? But there are some certain kind of emotions where we have to work out, that we are going to work out today, and then that's the way we are going to bring out to our outer child.